Well, I went to the thrift store and I got some stuff for us to customize. I've done a few of these videos in the past and it seems like you folks want more of them. And you know me, I love a good thrift haul. I love being frugal, giving things new life. So
buckle up.
We're gonna have some fun. Okay, let me show you the things that I got. I'll start with like the more normal item and then we'll move to the weirder things. Okay, so the first thing I got was this little napkin holder here. This is not my style at all, but this is solid wood. This is solid wood, so I thought, you know what? Here's some potential for a good makeover. Looks like somebody actually painted this a long time ago. All right, the next thing, it's gonna get weird. I got a giant fish.
So this thing is solid wood, and when I saw this, it immediately caught my eye, and I put it back like twice and was like,
what am I gonna do with a giant fish? But the thing is, this is solid wood. It's from Pier 1. I think it's really cool. It spoke to me, like, yeah. And I have 2-year-olds who love fish. So I'm gonna paint this some happy bright colors and my 2-year-olds are gonna love it. I might like tuck it in a flower bed outside so when they're wandering around using their imagination, like there's a giant fish. I think we can do something fun and bright and happy with this. Now I saved the best for last. This is the weirdest item that I will have probably ever customized in my life. But I found it at the thrift store and I just had to get it. So as I was cruising the aisles, I found this interesting bunny. And this bunny is holding a really ugly ice cream cone. It kind of looks like a dollop of mustard on a cone, or maybe it's cotton candy. I actually don't know. Regardless, it could use some help. But then it gets progressively weirder because as we turn this thing around, the bunny is just holding a loaf of bread behind its back. Why? I don't know. That is a mystery to me, but I want to paint this. I want to give this a good makeover, preserve the weirdness, you know. Is the bunny surprising someone? Is this part of like a children's story that I don't know about? Can somebody give me some information if there's something I'm missing here? So I'm gonna choose 2 of the 3 of these items to paint. I think this one will be for another video because this is gonna be very intricate and take hours. So if you want another thrift video, let me know. We can do this one and I can do another trip to the thrift store. The thrift store that I went to this time was so unbelievably crowded that there was like no way I was gonna film there at all. So I think I might go to another like hole in the wall type place, more on like the outskirts of Columbus. There's a couple places I know of. I might just do that next time. And then maybe I'll bring my camera. Let's paint this fish first. I think this would be so fun. Oh my goodness. Fish out of water. I'm gonna use one of Mariah Elizabeth's paintbrushes for this because it's really cute. Let's get our palette at the ready. I am gonna use my imagination on this fish and not try to make it exactly like other fish that I see in the ocean. Just want to put a disclaimer there for all the like fish experts in this world. That's not what you're gonna get here. We're probably gonna use a lot of yellow for this project. Now I'm going to just go in. Ooh, look how bright and happy this is. Meh. Okay, I'm getting the first coat done. I want this to be kind of like fun and yellow too. I'm I'm just doing a second layer of paint now. So I got this when I was at the thrift store too, like not to customize, but to actually use when I'm serving food, when I have guests over, because it's so cute. But right now I'm gonna use it just to balance this fish on so I can paint the sides. Wow, this is perfect. Oh, I love how that worked. Oh, this makes life so easy. This is awesome. Okay, honestly, buying that little dessert display, brilliant for this whole thing, because now I can just rotate this the entire time. My life has been made easy. So the yellow, we have it blocked in. Now let's move on to some other things. We need to do the eye. We gotta do this eye. Just gotta get like a grayish color. Okay, here's a nice gray. Oh, it really looks like the same color as this wood. And now let's do the pupil. Well, that's a bummer. I just went outside the lines. It happens. Have grace with yourself. So we have this whole middle of the fish. Let's get nostalgic for a second. The rainbow fish. Remember that book cover? I'm feeling a little inspired by it, but I kind of want to do my own thing a little bit, so let's see. So something about me, one of my favorite things to do is travel. And one of my favorite places in the world is Hawaii, so this is kind of making me want to go there again. I've only ever been there once, but it had a big impact. Okay, so all this blue is done. Now what I need to do is start adding different variations of color. Bloop. Oh my goodness, this is so fun. Let's add our pizzazz now. This is gonna be so time consuming, but I think it's gonna be so cute having a bunch of different colored scales. Ooh, let's do like a magenta. I knew when I saw this at the thrift store, I definitely wanted this to be yellow. But yeah, these are rainbow fish inspired. I need another fun color. I'm thinking this fluorescent pink now. Let's do one more blue, and then I think we'll be good on the scales. Okay, let's do the fins. Let's see if I can make this vision come to life. Okay, it's just gonna look like a mess for a second, but we'll get there. All right, I'm gonna start blending this to a lighter blue. Wow, oh wait, forgot. Hold on. This little display thing underneath this fish, I think I'm more proud of that than the fish I painted. It just feels so smart to use this. I guess I could use like a turntable for cakes for this kind of stuff. Oh, this makes me so happy. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm about to show you the part that I have been most excited about for this fish. Let's do it. It's gonna be a game changer. So I have this iridescent pearl. Literally the part I am most excited about. Now I'm gonna do a couple of these scales with this iridescent pearl color. We finished the fish. Well, kind of. Let me just show you something. One of the most common questions I get in my videos is, do you seal things in or do you use varnish? The answer to that question is yes, but I never do it on camera because, truth be told, I'm probably gonna let this thing dry for like a whole day before I varnish it. Also, sometimes my husband does it for me with like a spray sealant and takes it outside. I just don't film it. That's all. For this particular project, I am gonna use this varnish here. Okay, let me just hold this up to show you. This whole thing makes my heart so happy. Look at that. This has to be one of the funnest customizations I've ever had the honor of participating in. Like, it's like a giant rainbow fish, but with my own spin on it with all the yellow. So, makes me happy. But yeah, this is, I didn't clarify this at the beginning of the table. It's a table centerpiece. It's not like a wall hanging or anything, although I could also turn it into one, but I have other plans, I think. Anyway, let's let this dry. And we have a bunny to paint. Let's paint a bunny. Who else is painting a bunny hiding a loaf of bread today?
Let me know.
Here's this little bunny. Here's this loaf of bread. I want to redo this. Oh my goodness. Like, where to begin? That's my question. I need to find some little brushes. This one's probably small enough, right? Just kidding. All I did was see this thing at the thrift store. I didn't come up with much else. So we're gonna do that together and just hope for the best. All right, we're doing this. It's a little nerve-wracking, honestly. Like, why am I so nervous to paint some thrifted bunny? My husband paints D&D minis, and like his secret is watering stuff down or like buying those high flow thinned out paints. I'm just gonna use what I have because I have a lot of leftover paint from my last project, but I'm gonna water it down. If this is a little bit see-through, the undercolor of this bunny would potentially look really beautiful under this, so we'll just see. For some reason, this bunny seems a lot more intimidating than that giant fish was. I feel like this is the type of decoration that would have scared me as a kid. Like anybody else. Maybe even potentially after I paint it, I'll feel similarly. Something about this style of decoration always scared me as a kid. Okay, another question. Do you think these were made and painted by a machine, or do you think an actual person did this? Like, I know there's a lot of like mass-produced little figurines like this. I've just always kind of wondered that. Does anybody have some input? Let me know in the comments. I'd be so interested in your answers. I think I might hide this somewhere in Columbus or just take it back to the thrift store. I'll probably just take it back to the thrift store. Update, we are converting to a voiceover for a short minute or two because this bunny took hours to paint and I just could not talk and do live recording as I did it. So I enjoyed some peace and quiet and I decided to talk to you folks after this, but I'm just going to be honest with you. I do not know if my makeover did this any justice. As I'm talking to you and looking at this, I feel like it is still looking creepy. I mean, this is just a creepy bunny. What? Like, who? I don't understand. Like, just a bunny holding a loaf of bread behind its back and a massive ice cream cone or maybe cotton candy, not really sure. I turned it into an ice cream cone. It's just strange. And I still don't know if this is related to some like children's fairy tale or what. So if you know, please let me know. As I said earlier, I gave it to a family member. She's hiding it in my friend's new house and it might scare her. That's the prank. That's the hope, you know. Anyway, here it is finished. Hope you like it. Okay, I had to do a voiceover for that part because this just took hours to paint this little bunny here. And I have to be real with you, like, it got a makeover. It did. Here's this little thrifted thing. But I don't really think I did this thing justice at all. Like, I still think it's creepy. It does look a little more approachable now with, like, the colors, I think. But this still reminds me of like a trinket that would be in a horror movie, so we have this fish. I still need to varnish it, but you get the point. This is it. It really glistens now that everything is dry. I'm loving it. And we have our creepy bunny. What one was your favorite? Let me know. Maybe in the next one I'll sand this down, do something cool with it. But I have put many, many hours into this video. I think it's gonna be long enough anyway. We will have to continue this another time. Maybe I'll get brave enough to like film when I go to the thrift store too, but it was just so crowded. I couldn't do it this time. I'm not a very good like public vlogger. If you want to see more little makeovers like this too, I have made over quite a few things from thrift stores in my videos in the past, so I will link them down below if you want to see that. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye.